Good morning. Alright, we got the tripod up. The mini tri. Just a little bit chilly today, so I'm wearing my jacket. I know it's just kind of getting repetitive. I'll do some research here soon and get some new breaths that I want to learn. There's a few others that are kind of interesting, like some people do like, or they like do. It's kind of like a little bit more intense, than the Wim Hof. To me, the Wim Hof is just kind of a nice neutral one. I've been to breathworks where they do like holotropic breath work, where you're breathing yourself into psychedelic awareness or whatever, and we could try that some other time, I guess. Not today, but and they put like music and it's all kind of crazy, but yeah. So we'll try out some other ones here soon. This is just good for me. Hopefully, those of you who are benefiting from this. Tonight it's nice to just have something consistent, even if it's kind of the same thing. In my opinion, I kind of like that. Consistency with some things is good. So, so we're just gonna do the Wim Hof. I'm gonna, play the hand drum. It's kind of for me, kind of doing it is with like I would put on YouTube a lot, and listen to the Wim Hof, and it helped. But it's kind of nice to have it like this too. It helps me do it every day because I think it's really good for you. I think it's just good for your body and everything, and for your mind. Bringing with the depression stuff and all that kind of brings dopamine business, and I think it even brings. I talked to Wim Hof about that before. He's like they were working on for opiate stuff. So I felt that before. It feels like your whole body's flooded with opiates, or I remember I showed my buddy in rehab in Mexico City. I showed it to him the first time. He's like, "Hey, mate, it's better than a hit of crack cocaine, So, yeah, I'm like, yeah, actually it is. Crack cocaine is pretty lame to me. But anyway, all right, let's go for it. So, all right. Here we go. Inhale. Let go. Go for about 35 breaths. Relax. Melt. Ten. Just totally relaxing the breath. $20, 10, 15 more to go. 5 more to go. Okay, fully in. And then let go. Let go. Relax. No air in the lungs. Just relax. No need to breathe. Okay, inhale. Oh, okay. That's my tape over the camera that okay, I don't like those cameras. So inhale. Pump the belly. Pumping the oil up. Oh, setting that energy to any parts of your body that need healing. You know, your back, your head, whatever. That's your life force, sexual energy. That just really it's interesting how they have that snake. You know, in the I guess it represents Hermes. You know, like in the medical. Come on. In the medical field, where they. You know, I think that is definitely possible, where that you're working with that energy. It's all that snake energy. I think it's just getting in control of that energy too. You know, not letting it take your energy. It's interesting. It's just a thought. You know. So what am I doing? Yeah. Okay. This is the book of Proverbs, the parable of Solomon. Solomon was. Some say was the greatest king, you know, ever, and he was King David's son. I personally think King David stayed a bit more righteous. King Solomon ended up doing demon worship and putting an altar to Baal, and he. So what happens when the spiritual warfare is absolutely real. I mean, those who don't believe it just haven't been in the fight yet, because. Once you get up there, you can totally see how you could choose either side. I've seen, you know, in ayahuasca ceremonies, I've seen the devil. It comes up to me all, you know, and I could. It's a great temptation to go that route. You see it in symbology all over the world, and corporation companies, logos, and Netflix. You know, it's just all these shows and everything. It's all there, and once you. So you can take it, and now it's becoming, to me, it's actually becoming easier because it's so obvious now with this whole last year and everything, all the symbology and the rituals and the Super Bowl and all this weird stuff. It's so in our face now, you can't really ignore it anymore, you know? Yeah, you can't really be lukewarm either about it. You have to. We're getting to the point very quickly where we have to sort of pick a side. And for me, I know I've seen heaven, or at least part of it. It's a piece of it, and it's greater than anything that you can't imagine. You can't imagine it. It's so good, and I do believe things. You know, God's gonna come back and Armageddon is like the cleanup job, okay? This whole mess will be cleaned up, absolutely, and there will be a new world, a new heaven and a new earth. So anyway, this is Proverbs chapter 10. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish son is in heaviness to his mother. I have been a foolish son in the past. The treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. The Lord will not famish the soul of the righteous, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. A slothful hand maketh poor, but the man of the diligent maketh rich. He that gathereth in summer is the son of wisdom, but he that sleepeth in harvest is the son of confusion. Blessings are upon the head of the righteous, but iniquity shall cover the mouth of the wicked. Now that completely explains the time we're living in now. We see it's almost you have a currency to be a victim. It's a currency to be. Well, you see that you have all the leaders of the world are just pretty terrible people for the most part, and I know there's good ones out there, but you're seeing this all over the world. It's paying to be more authoritarian. It's paying to be more, at least paying on the outside, paying in power and material possessions and things like that. But it's really not, though. It's really not. They're being deceived. Even I believe these high-end Satanists and Luciferians around the world, they are still being deceived by demons and Lucifer himself. So you start to understand this hierarchy that's involved, and if these people in power who are lying to us, their job is to lie to the rest of the world. What makes people think that their masters and their spiritual wicked masters are not lying to them? It's just like, man, you're sacrificing your soul. So that's the way I see it, and I know I could totally go that route. I've had opportunities to join the Freemasons and things like that, and I could see that whole future. It's like they want you. Once you start kind of reading the Bible, following Christ, and actually starting to really clean up your life, and holy smokes, you can start to really see the warfare. So but for me, I'm holding out. I'm holding out for the good. So anyway, y'all have a blessed day. Let me just do a little quick. Dear Father in heaven, pray for anybody who's watching this, so they can go about their day in strength and power and just flee temptation. It says if you resist the devil, he will leave. So let's all just resist today, even though it's difficult, and so we can all be together in paradise. And just bless any of these people going through hard times today. We go through hard times sometimes, but I just pray that you reveal yourself to the people who call out to you, because that's what you want. You want us to call out to you again and to remember. Okay. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.